I think having a big sponsor like Sennheiser get involved with the FGC is really good. Like I think it's gonna do wonders for the fighting game community. At the moment, Sennheiser has pretty much hooked F3 up with like headsets and a bunch of like audio equipment, so it's pretty good.
I'm very grateful that they're throwing this tournament for us. You know, I like the exposure that they're giving us, you know, the New York scene and the Long Island scene.
Sennheiser, yeah, they got this orange and white headset. I want it so bad.
Actually, I know a lot about Sennheiser. My father, my whole family are actually musicians, and they use Sennheiser mics when they play out. They do live gigs, all that other kind of stuff, and they have the mics. So growing up, they were actually those things all over my house. My brother has like 7 of them. My dad had a couple. My brother plays drums. My father sings and plays guitar. So my dad's singing, he obviously uses those kinds of mics. So I do know about them more on the musical end than the the gaming aspect of things. But I do know that they do have headsets. They're really nice.
They make headsets which I've used in the past, and it's very good quality. So it's very surprising that they're coming into the FGC and helping us out.
Like, whenever I'm browsing online for headsets, I always see Sennheiser.
I think getting some sponsorship would be good in the fighting game community because the community right now is so small compared to the old League of Legends. So it'll give us more of a, how can I call it, more of an opening for more opportunities.
All right, shout outs to Sennheiser throwing this event. Really good sound equipment, headsets, all types of equipment, as Joe said. Check them out. Really good event they're throwing here. And right now we got F3 Alucard versus Long Island Joe. They played each other earlier in winners finals, I believe, and Joe took him out.
Yeah, looks like him and Sleeper are possibly discussing what character Alucard's going to choose. We know he's got 3 in his arsenal. Ken, Birdie, Nikali. I think Nikali's probably the best chance.
Nikali is, character-wise, is probably the best chance, but I think the way he plays Ken, I think does better versus Joe as a player.
Yeah, you might be right.
So, if I was in his position, I would try Ken.
Try Ken?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if it goes bad, then switch back to Nikali.
Yeah.
But
well, both of those characters, Ken and Nikali, like I said, they're very similar. They both fight with sort of like stubs.
Yes.
It's very hard to compete with Nash's normals with stuff like that.
Yes. He opts to go with Nikali, his main character. Character's no slouch, and he's putting his faith in this character. So let's see if he can pull it through. Joe's very comfortable against Nikali, though. That's one of the things going into this matchup too. That
I'd like to see more dive kicks from Alucard. He doesn't do it much. At the very least, when Nash doesn't have any meter.
Good Seismo there.
What he's ultimately trying to do with those Seismos, he knows he can't compete with the booms. He's just trying to land a knockdown on Nash.
Very aggressive start right now. But Joe answering right back.
Oh, that dash.
That's the thing about Joe also. He doesn't lock himself into one playstyle. He's very good at switching it up.
Yep.
Where he could start the round playing lame, and at any given moment he could just start rushing you down like he's doing right here. Like he has him in the corner, trapped. Nice jump out from.
Oh, the mix-up. Joe jumps
that was
out.
Crazy, and Joe with his weird escapes. Wow, that looked like it just sucked him out of the ground. Like he just lifted him back up.
Look at the chef in the background. That's King Blue River.
Yes, it does definitely look like KBR.
That's KBR in the background.
Yeah.
With the apron.
Shout outs to KBR. You got the whole squad. Karen definitely knows how to throw a party. Look at the squad back there.
Karen definitely knows how to throw. Look at the wine service.
That's a lot of bottles on that table, man. That's crazy. They're doing like a wine tasting and all that. But back to the match. The thing that's interesting about the way this matchup is going is like Alucard gets a couple of like offensive flurries going, but then somehow Joe manages to get out and reset that neutral and start the fireball game back up. And that's when it gets bad.
Ooh,
good super there.
Punish, yes. It's actually one of the best supers in the game in terms of punishing things.
Yes, 7-frame startup, a lot of range, punishes neutral jumps.
Can't jump out of it.
Free corner, can't jump out of it. Very strong super.
Oh, went for the mix-up right there, same side. I'm pretty sure we'll see that same mix-up later in this set.
Wow. And just like that, Joe with his patented corner mix-up. One day he'll throw you 5 times, another day he'll do crouching medium tip all the time. This time he went for crouching medium punch, and it just worked out.
Yeah, Joe's got some high-level Yomi in there, right in that skull.
Yeah.
He's very good at knowing what you want to do. Right there, Alucard was getting a lance. He tried to escape the corner. Medium kick scythe, another strong Yomi tool.
Alucard using the dive kick there. Something that you mentioned that will probably help him throw off some of Nash's anti-airs.
Yep.
Good crush counter there. Oh, we saw that same sequence earlier. Crush counter into target combo, dash dash, command grab. So Joe might pick up on that unless Alucard changes it up. But interesting that it's working as well as it is. And just like that, Joe's back to that zoning game. Good read on that sonic boom. Did a full screen slash. Got the knockdown. Joe bringing it back though. Just like that, he got the life lead back. Slight,
Yeah.
but now he has Alucard in a position where he has to come in.
Even though both opponents are, similar in health, one character is full screen.
Oh, costly mistake from Joe there, but
Oh, Alucard trying to challenge. The frame data on that move is very iffy. I think the guide often says +1, 0.
yes. Well, actually, shout outs to Tool Assisted. He actually realized something about that move, that it has different frame data depending on the range. If he does it from far, I think he has less advantage than if he does it from close.
Ah.
I don't know what the reason for that is exactly, but it definitely does have different advantage on the EX moonsault.
That's good to know. It looks like it hits at different ranges when you do it far. It's hitting more at the tip.
Yes.
Whereas when you do it up close, all parts of the attack connect. Ooh, bad anti-air there for Joe.
It's looking like a good round for Nakali. He's still sitting on V-trigger. Might not get to use it. Oh, lost the chance there. Joe sitting on super. He can finish this with a super. Just like that, he wins the round.
I was saying that earlier. When you flip tech out of the air, landing and hitting a button was very strong in this game. Once again, everybody tries to capitalize on the flip tech by dashing.
And sometimes they just mistime their meaties also, because there's a couple of issues some people talk about with the timing on this game. A little bit of delay sometimes, but people just gotta really try to master the timing, because a lot of people are getting away with those flip tech situations. Joe doing a good job of using the medium scythe as a poke. A lot of range on that move, unpunishable from the tip, so.
Alucard taking the risk, doing a lot more jumping.
Yeah,
I actually like it.
Being real brazen with those jump-ins. He's going to try to bait out a B reversal here. There goes Joe with one of his escapes.
That was unfortunate. He was hoping he would go for the anti-air and lose to the dive kick. Would have stunned him.
Wow, that was interesting.
Joe does often like the challenge. Nash not the best defensive option in the world, so you have to throw buttons out there.
Yes. Good round for Alucard there. But Joe up 2 games already. So
Yep.
he's in a good position to take this tournament. She's sitting on a full meter too.
That was a knockdown Alucard was looking for.
And Alucard has to be careful, because Joe can super those side moves on reaction. He might be baiting it, or do that.
Oh, drop combo.
Good position for Alucard right now. Has him in the corner. Wow, that was nice. He might be able to kill from this. Okay, didn't kill, but he definitely got a setup. Nice. He waited a little bit before he committed to the button, just in case Joe did a super.
Yep.
So that was a very good
Joe
call
does a
out.
super, if he throws a button out there, what you do is you wait and you mash your input behind the button. So
Yes.
after the seismo, if Joe hits crouching low forward, the collie will block. If
Yes.
he does the delay and Joe doesn't hit a button, eventually he'll be able to pressure more.
Yes.
Do that very often with Bison.
Nice crush counter there from Alucard to get the round started. That's one of the good things about Nakali, that he may not have good range on a lot of his buttons, but a lot of his crush counters are, have a lot of active frames. So because of the way the priority system works in this game, in footsies, if he kind of just throws out stand fierce or stand roundhouse, it'll beat your button if it collides. So Nice dash under with that standing jab anti-air. Big damage on that. Oh, he might.
Again, that overhead. Doesn't look too fast, but I think the fact that he doesn't really come off the ground kind of masks what it looks like. It's hard to see.
And Necalli's crazy hair is kind of distracting, actually.
You're right.
To know what he's trying to do.
It reminds me of that alternate that Blanca had in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that because a lot of people in the Necalli trailer when he first was announced, and they didn't reveal who he actually was. They thought it was Blanca. So I guess it kind of worked out in the same way.
Yeah. Both distracting characters. Ooh.
Nice anti-air there from Joe. Reset the situation. Oh, wow. He was already committing to that dash, even though he got the hit. All right, trying to bring the life lead a little closer. Nice dash up grab.
Yep.
Stand roundhouse.
Once Nash builds that respect in the neutral game, that allows him to dash up and apply some pressure.
Ooh. Joe can take this. All right. And Alucard puts himself 2-2. Nice wins there.
Looking like he definitely reset the bracket.
Yeah. 2-2. Last game for Joe. As far as I know, Joe doesn't play any other characters at this level, so he's going to probably just run with Nash the whole set.
He's very interested in picking up possibly Ken, but in this situation, he's going to run Nash.
Alucard adjustment, he definitely seems more active now. Kind of getting in Joe's face more.
Yep.
And it's working out for him. You know, sneaking in some good jumps.
Yeah, like a less methodical approach. He's just, you know, he's kind of going all out, jumping a lot.
And it's good because it throws off Joe off his game. So sometimes you have to do that.
Yep.
Force an adjustment, you know?
Good DP.
Yep.
It's very common when you do sort of an empty jump for your opponent to counter with their own jump to make up for the space they just lost.
Ooh, nice stand round there from Joe.
Yep.
But Alucard just getting back in there, using Necalli's improved speed to close that space.
I like to think of that Nash low forward as sort of a script situation. You know, you have to, is he going to backdash after it? Is he going to wait, do it again? Is he going to follow up with a forward hard kick? Oh, wow. Catches him with a crush counter.
Good crush counter use from Alucard there. Up a round now in this 5th game. Nice DP. Joe looks maybe a little flustered. He's kind of jumping. He's not resorting to the Sonic Boom game that got him all these games. Oh, he might get stunned. Yep, he's stunned. And this might kill.
Definitely looking like a reset.
Oh, good stuff there, Joe. Joe staying alive. Just like that, he resets it. Will today be the day that Alucard finally beats Joe?
Necalli wins.
Both players, coaches side by side. I think they're both playing fine. I'm, you know, kind of curious what these gentlemen are saying to the players.
Yeah, they're both strong play from both players. I think it's just Alucard's adjustment with going a little more aggressive, maybe a little crazier, is paying off.
Taking more risks, you know,
yes.
not really falling back when a risk is punished. He's not, you know, if the slash doesn't work, he's gonna try again.
Yeah, you have to do that because you can't just let an opponent feel like they took away all your options. You gotta make them aware of all the options at all times.
Yep. When you take a risk, it doesn't work. It doesn't mean that it won't eventually work. And a character like Necalli, that risk, you know, can result in a knockdown corner situation.
Yeah, it's the strength of the character.
Win the entire round.
Yes.
Like I said, I think Kazunoko originated that style. Take a risk, land a knockdown, doesn't matter.
Yeah, he'll do it 3-4 times in a row if he has to.
Once you're on the ground, he can win the entire round.
Very good use of the size modes now.
That's the risk I'm talking about.
Right now, it's like calculated random. Like he was playing conservative. Then the moment one of his stomps got blocked, he just did a DP and it worked out. So.
Yep. And right there, dive kick, he hadn't really challenged with DP, and Joe had been challenging every block dive kick up until that point. Ooh,
very
Gotta be
high
looking
pressure.
for that overhead in that situation.
Very high pressure from Alucard right now. Let's see if Joe will be able to rise up to that pressure, because right now he's looking like he's just getting mauled. Nice throw break there. Nice air there. Wow. That's so rare to see.
It's very rare to see it win. It's rare to see it trade. It's particularly rare to see it just flat out beat.
That's what we're usually used to seeing. So.
That's definitely going to punish.
Wow. Kind of has Joe on tilt.
Yeah, Joe not really optimizing his decisions.
Oh, wow. That was a good way. That was a good choice there, though. He didn't get the optimal damage, but he escaped the corner and got a little bit of damage out of it. So, oh, Joe special. One more. Wow.
Caught the wake-up button.
Joe
and
is
you know
known
Joe's
for that
feeling
mix-up.
it when he hits his stick when he wins a round.
Yes. He definitely hit that stick pretty hard.
The finishing blow button, he hits it with a little authority. I really like the space moonsault, you know, at a range.
Yes. Nice slash there. See, like you were talking about, those wrists are paying off, you know? That definitely would not have been a safe moonsault, slash if Joe would have just blocked, but.
Oh, there you go, knockdown. Ooh.
Nice dive kick, getting in.
He's doing the dive kick a lot more. Did he hear me?
He might have. He's definitely, being a lot more aggressive. I like it.
Yeah. Another thing that happens when you do take those risks with the... Ooh, that's not going to work out. Yeah, Joe definitely looks like he's a little frustrated.
Making some
questionable decisions.
Uncharacteristic decisions. Not usually his style to do wake-up supers, but...
Wow, good DP.
Alucard might have a read on him. Looking very strong right now, but focused. Not going to take Joe lightly. He's up a game. Not a situation he's used to being in against Joe. So
Definitely not a situation I'm used to either.
Round one. Fight.
good stuff.
Yeah, it seems like he's really making all the right decisions.
And that dive kick is putting in work, even if it's not hitting.
Even if it's not hitting, it's making Joe question whether or not he wants to anti-air properly.
Exactly. He's using the dive kick in such a way that...
Not only that, consider this when he does jump in and perhaps EX Scythe works out, Joe's losing meter for an anti-air.
Yes.
That super he doesn't have to worry about.
Nice. That was the
Graham
Wolf escape there. Shout out to Graham Wolf. Looks like Alucard was checking his tweets. And Alucard looking really much more comfortable right now. He seems to have an answer for everything.
Not
a good decision there. I don't know what that was. But
yeah, I can't imagine that's what he actually went for.
Nice Seismo there. Seismo becomes 4 frames faster in V-Trigger. So, and it gets 20 more damage also, so it's a very good move in V-Trigger. Oh, Joe looking a little flustered now. You know, he wasn't ready for the punish. Mistimed that command throw there. All right, but here we go. Joe's special. Okay, that was a good choice. He's in a situation to stun him too. Let's see if he's gonna wake up DP.
Yeah, and that's one of the few characters that gets to apply some pressure after his
stun
super.
situation. Good choice there from Joe.
Final round.
Alucard, gotta hope that doesn't deter him. I like the current game plan.
Nice.
Bazooka knee anti-air.
Joe is a little hesitant to mix him up now because of the wake up DPs.
Yep.
Nice anti-air EX Sonic Scythe there.
Joe also adapted his son.
Yes.
Went air to air earlier.
Oh!
I would have got hit too.
One thing that's also becomes difficult about V-Trigger Nakai to deal with is that his jump becomes 1 frame faster. So that 1 frame actually makes a difference in some like neutral jump situations in the corner and things like that.
Wow, I'm going to tell you something, Javits. I definitely legitimately did not know that.
Yeah.
The jump becomes a frame faster?
Yes.
That's a random change to have.
It is random. It changes some of his setups. It changes.
Wow, I did not know that.
Player 1 has a 5-win
I pride
streak.
myself on knowing a lot of things, but I definitely can't compete with your level of knowledge.
It's okay. You didn't play in the college. Don't feel too bad about it.
See, there we have slash again.
Nice slash there. And now he's mixing in the command throws again.
Yeah, Joe's still showing some frustration. Gonna have to make a crazy adjustment if he wants to win this. Everything Alucard's doing is working.
It just looked like, even though he's playing a little crazier, Alucard just found like a comfort zone where he just knows what works, what doesn't, and he just eliminated a lot of the stuff that wasn't working. It's just, he's just running away with it now. You know, Joel hasn't been able to counter-adapt fast enough. So, good anti-air there.
Oh, wow. That is effective.
This time he did dash up standing line kick instead of command throw. So he's definitely mixing it up.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, he might kill him. Reset. Oh, too soon. Will that be it? Oh, no. This could be bad. Joe might get a combo into super.
Joe's one of those clutch players, too.
Yes, he definitely is.
Oh, I think that might be it.
Yes. Good stuff to Alucard. Finally beats L.I. Joe. Takes a big sigh of relief. It's been a long time coming. You can't stay winning forever. Great performance from Joe. Made it all the way to grand finals.
Oh yeah, I like the adaptation. You know, Joe has a thing where he falls into a rut and he'll lose to a player. So I'm actually very interested to see what's going to happen the next time these two players run into each other.
Yes.
This is the 50th win for player 1.
Yes. Oh, so Joe won anyway. Okay. Yeah, so Alucard is, being that he's one of the sponsored players from F3 and Sennheiser, he actually can't take the prizes that would have went to the first place winner. So I think Joe will have to get those prizes. So
L.I. Joe's going to get a nice new BenQ monitor.
yeah, he's going to get a BenQ monitor, and
I think that's a pair of the Game Pro headsets, the same ones that we've been using on the stream here.
yes, and the Game Pro headset that we've been using on the stream here.
Yeah,
So
I'm just going to go and take that myself.
Second
I don't
place,
think
but
Joe needs it.
definitely still comes out a winner.
Yeah.
Joe manages to do that.
That's a good situation. Yeah, of course.
Of course, Joe still wins.
Still ends up getting the prizes.
All part of the plan.
As a result of some technicality.
Joe.
Like I said, he's got something on his side.
Joe's like, oh, by the way, I can't take these prizes, so. Good stuff to Joe. All right, guys, thanks for staying with us. It was a good tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed the matches. Hopefully, maybe this guy will be on the other end of the
Yeah, I have to get back
production
into
here,
shape.
but
I've been playing just awful lately. It's been really bad, but I'm gonna go home. I think I'm gonna play some online. You know,
Yeah,
a little
man,
rank
you
match here and there, get some points.
Get back in there, man. You know, everybody knows you got it in you. You know, that second place. You know, so.
Oh man, not even anymore. This might be what I need. You
This
know,
might-
like a
it
couple
just-
of non-second place
Yes,
finishes. Some
yes.
four, what did I get? Fifth.
Yes.
Fifth place. Fifth
Now
place,
you know
not
what
bad.
it feels like to get it to place differently. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
got
mean?
seventh at Battle Circuit on Wednesday.
Yes.
So seventh, fifth. You know, maybe I got a first place.
Now you gotta
coming
fight
towards
back for that second place spot, man. And then
Yeah.
once you get there again,
Yeah.
then you go for the first place.
No,
you know?
ideally I would like to jump right to
From
first.
fifth to first,
Because I think if I get second again, it might.
you might
I
shoot
might-
you back to like
yeah, I
last.
might re-kick the curse, second place curse, or you know I'll just keep falling, and
Yeah.
you know I'll at least I won't be a second place monster anymore. With that said, it was a great tournament. Lots of competitors, great competitors, but I'm definitely going to excuse myself from this table. I would like to say bye to all the viewers. You guys have been fabulous. I love you all. Take care, Javits.
All right.
I think I'm going to go enjoy some food. Joe's definitely paying for dinner tonight. So if
He
you want some food,
definitely is. After all those
if
prizes,
you want some second place food.
I would like some second place food.
If you
Now
want-
he knows what it's like to get second place. Not just you, man. You guys have that second place
No,
talk,
he's got
you know?
second place a couple times. No, I think he lost to Arturo maybe a couple. I don't know, actually. I don't feel like he's gotten second much. Like, it's like he gets first or he gets like fourth or
Third or
something.
fourth, right? Yeah.
At least
Yeah,
you know.
second
we're
place
taking
is
a
your
picture?
spot, man.
All right, we're taking a picture. Oh,
All right.
Spooky's gotten in.
Let me get in this group picture real quick.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump in this group picture, and then after that, I'm going to talk to you guys and set you guys all free. Thanks, everybody that's been watching. Be right back in just a second. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry for the short delay there. I hope that you guys all enjoyed the tournament. Again, this was the Sennheiser Invitational. It was lots of fun. Lots of cool stuff happened and all that jazz. Hope you guys really enjoyed the matches. And, of course, thanks to Sennheiser for putting in $1,000. Also, Zowie Size BenQ. I told him already, yeah. And, by the way, Alucard reminds the folks at home that he is giving away the prizes to second place because he's not allowed to keep any of the prizes. So, get body. I think he gets that money, though. Dollars. Yes. Anyway, good stuff to everybody. It was lots of fun. And I'm going to set you guys all free in just a moment. So sit tight. See you guys next time.